Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see the interwebs and algorithms brought us together. Hi, I'm Chris Wright. The goal for this channel is to bring people together to talk about our passions and learn from one another. Together we can create a community to share knowledge and best practices. Today I'm very excited to share with you my 1931 Ford Model A Coupe. I have loads of fond childhood memories in this car, and I'm looking forward to creating more memories in this beautiful antique machine. This video is my interpretation of what it's like to live with a Model A, including a startup tutorial using a visual aid of all the knobs and levers inside the cabin, as well as a gear shifting tutorial using the double clutch method. Let's begin with starting the Model A. As I was learning to start the car, I found it very helpful to understand the various unlabeled knobs and levers throughout the cabin. Here is my startup procedure. Step 1. Engage the parking brake by pulling back on the lever. Step 2. Push in the clutch and move the gear shift into neutral. Double check you're in neutral by wiggling the gear shift from left to right. If it's in gear, you won't be able to wiggle the gear shift back and forth. Step 3. Insert the key into the ignition. Turn the key to the right until the ignition pops out. This is the on position. Step 4. The gas lever can be found under the passenger side of the dash. Turn the gas lever down to allow gas to flow to the carb. Step 5. The spark lever can be found behind the left side of the steering wheel. Push the lever all the way up. This is called the fully retarded position. More on this lever later in the tutorial. Step 6. The gas lever can be found behind the right side of the steering wheel. Pull the lever a quarter of the way down. Step 7. The enrichment knob can be found under the passenger side of the dash, directly above the gas valve. This is a three-dimensional knob in that it can be pulled out and pushed in. This motion is only used for enriching the fuel mixture during startup. This knob can also be turned right and left. This is used to fine-tune the air-fuel ratio while driving. Turning right, or clockwise, will lean the air-fuel mixture, while turning left, or counterclockwise, will enrich the mixture. On startup, turn the knob full clockwise and back off a half turn. On a cold start, pull the enrichment knob out for the first 3 engine rotations, then immediately push it back in. Don't worry, the engine turns slowly, so you'll be able to count. Conversely, on a warm start, do not pull the enrichment knob out. This will prevent you from flooding the engine. Step 8. The starter button can be found just above the gas pedal on the floor. With the enrichment knob pulled out, push the starter button on the floor with your foot until the engine begins to idle. Remember to push the enrichment knob in after 3 engine rotations. For smooth idling, you may push the gas lever behind the steering wheel up to reduce the RPMs. Starting hot tip number 1. To avoid flooding the engine, only pull out the enrichment knob during your first attempt at starting the car. If the car doesn't start immediately and you continue to pull out the enrichment knob, you will flood the engine. If you do flood the engine, wait 15 to 30 minutes before turning the engine over again. While driving the Model A around town, pull the spark lever halfway down. This is advancing the spark. If you're going faster than 40 miles per hour, pull the spark lever all the way down to fully advance the spark. Remember, when you come to a stop, push the spark lever to the retarded position or all the way up. Congratulations, you've successfully started your Model A. If you're having troubles, leave a comment below, and I promise we'll work through it together. I want to give a quick shout out to my friends at Bud's J&M Service in Northern Kentucky. Jeff and Vicky have been serving our community since 1965. They're experienced, timely, and all-around great people. Go see Bud's J&M Service for all your car servicing needs. They can be contacted at 859-781-0848. Once you're comfortable with starting the Model A, it's time to enjoy the wind in your hair on some country back roads. Let's go out for a drive and learn how to shift the gears. Before we learn to shift properly, the mindset here is to slow down. Model A's move slowly, but faster than a horse. You must resist the fast-paced environment around you. Unlike modern manual cars, the Model A doesn't have a synchronizer to quickly align the gears. Therefore, slow shifting and double clutching are required. Shifting hot tip number 1. To upshift, shift slowly. Upshifting, also known as changing to a higher gear for higher speeds. You'll need to shift slowly by removing your foot from the gas pedal, push in and hold the clutch, and go from first gear to second gear. Then slowly release the clutch pedal and press on the gas pedal. Remember to move the gear lever slowly and don't force the lever into the next gear. Shifting hot tip number 2. To downshift, double clutch and rev up the engine. Downshifting can be used for bringing the car to a stop or to push the car up a hill. To downshift, also known as changing to a lower gear for slower speeds, you'll need to perform a double clutch by removing your foot from the gas pedal, push in the clutch pedal, and move from third gear to neutral, release the clutch, rev the engine, push in the clutch, and move from neutral to second gear. Slowly release the clutch pedal and proceed to bring the car to a stop. And there you have it, some simple approaches to starting and shifting your Model A. If you have alternative approaches, let's chat about it in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you and your Model A out on some country B roads. Until next time.